So it's Thursday or Wednesday night, depending on what time zone you're in, and I'm going ahead and getting a vlog recorded now to let you guys know a little bit about what's going on this week, what you can expect from the show. The big thing is that this week I'm going to be working on releasing an interview show, which should drop on Monday. I'm going to try to make that work. I can't absolutely promise it, but I'm getting better at getting everything in a timely fashion. I have, like I said last week, I have a new computer, and that helps a lot. But we'll try to get that on Monday. It's going to be an interview program, but it's going to be an unusual one because I'm going to have a couple of interviews broken up on it. First, we're going to talk briefly with Micah from Obsidian Portal, which if you've never heard of Obsidian Portal, make sure you check it out. There's a link below, and it's a wonderful website that's a great service to gamers, to game masters, to players, and it helps you kind of track your game, your campaign, and keep all the details online, accessible, editable by the players as much as you want them to be able to, and it's a great place to not only keep track of your game, keep it there for posterity, but share it with others. If you know other people that you'd like to share the details of your game with, that's pretty cool too. And I've got a couple up there you can check out. Maybe I'll link those somewhere too. But anyway, I'm going to talk to Mike a little bit about that and about the Kickstarter they're running right now, which is to do some retooling. They're calling it the Reforging Obsidian Portal Kickstarter. And I encourage you to check that out, especially if you're a subscriber, because if you do the math, you're going to find out that it's more than worth your money to pledge in on this Kickstarter. I'll tell you more about it in the interview with Micah. After that, you'll hear an interview with Sean and Liz Duncan, a couple of local gamers here in the Wichita area. Jonik and I are going to sit down and talk to them this weekend for a bit. And they're big into convention gaming, and they're part of a group that goes around to conventions here in the Midwest and kind of drops in on the game room and focuses on putting some quality games out there for people to play. A lot of tabletop role-playing. They have a lot of great ideas. They come up with solid scenarios and have a lot of practice at making them really, really good. Some quality gaming. So we're going to talk to them a little bit about some of the experiences they've had and some of the things they're planning to do in the days ahead, because they kind of got big plans to try to improve their whole process and make it a bigger deal. So I think that'll be a lot of fun as well. Sean and Liz are really cool people, and they'll be at our next game day event. Speaking of which, the other thing I want to talk about today, depending on when you are, is our Con Planner website. I went ahead and made an event page on Facebook for the Tsunami Game Day, May 2013. You can look that up, or you can link it below, and it'll take us straight there. And please, feel free to sign up on the Facebook page and let us know you're going to be there. But if you'd like to register to be part of a tabletop role-playing game on the event in question, which will be on the 18th of May at the Borough in East Wichita. And it's not a big place, but we're going to get pretty much the run of the place. We'll be able to run about 4 tables during the day and maybe 7 or 8 in the evening. And I'm going to try to run 2 game slots, one at 1 o'clock and one at 6 o'clock. And I'm going to try to do everything I can to make sure everybody gets a 4-hour game slot out of it. And then we're going to do a live podcast after 10 o'clock in the evening. And, live podcast recording, you know what I mean? And that was a lot of fun when we did it last time. Everybody seemed to have a really good time with that. And then I'm going to run a special game slot, a late game slot for casual gaming that you can sign up if you want to do something else that doesn't take 4 hours. I'm going to host a Cards Against Humanity game. Try to get some prizes for that for winners, and see if I can't get somebody else to bring a set as well and run a couple tables of it at the same time. It was really popular at the last event, and I don't want it to take over the whole event, so that seemed to be a good way to handle it. So I'm really looking forward to that. I'd like you to get on the Con Planner site, though, which is a site that's put together for us to be able to host conventions like this, which is kind of a mini-con. Basically, anywhere that you want to be able to set up times for people to register games, you get on the website, you register an account with them, and then you go to the specific convention, our convention, Tsunami Game Day, and you sign up as an attendee. So it's a separate kind of deal. Basically, you log into the site, and then you tell it that you're attending this convention. You'll have to do that through the ticketing area where it says you're buying tickets, but there'll be no price, you'll notice, because, of course, admission is free. So, definitely worth your time to stop in and do that, and then you can register your own game that you want to run, or you can register to sit at somebody else's table. When you set up your own game, make sure you put a really cool description in there to sell your concept, and decide how many players you want to have. I urge you to keep it down to 4 or 5 because of space considerations, and maybe 1 or 2 alternates. But then your available seats will appear whenever anybody signs into the site and looks for games in those time slots, and they can sign up to sit at your table, and you can do the same at other people's tables, etc., etc. So, ought to be a lot of fun. Really looking forward to it. Hope to see you there. If you want to learn more, anything about what's going on, make sure you check in at the website, prismatictsunami.com, sign in our forums, check us out on Twitter, @RPGTsunami is our handle, and of course our Facebook page, where we have been doing a lot of activity for this stuff lately. So I think that's about it. Thanks for listening.